Curious, engaging. This glowing 70% gross margin usually triggers an immediate reaction for most investors. They see a number like this and assume they've found a phenomenal, high-quality business. That reaction makes intuitive sense. Gross margin is the percentage of money a company keeps after covering the raw, direct costs of manufacturing its product. If a company sells a widget for $100 and it costs $30 to make, the gross margin is a healthy 70%. Relying heavily on this single surface-level calculation is the exact point where many of the most expensive investing mistakes begin. Let's test this by comparing two completely different operations. We have Brightwear, a premium clothing brand, and ValueMart, a basic seller of everyday essentials. This side-by-side bar chart maps out their top-line financials. Both companies pull in the exact same revenue. But Brightwear commands a 50% gross margin, while ValueMart swipes by with just 20%. A beginner looks at that massive lead and confidently picks the premium clothing brand. Higher margins suggest the company extracts more cash out of every single sale. However, gross margin acts as an incomplete metric. It masks the deep structural weaknesses that live further down the balance sheet. To find those weaknesses, we must move past top-line revenue and look at structural costs required to keep the lights on day after day. Look at how this cascading block chart reframes Brightwear. To maintain its luxury status, the brand spends a fortune on aggressive marketing campaigns, premium store rent, and high-end staff. That massive operating expense block crushes their profit down to a 10% margin. Meanwhile, ValueMart runs a lean operation with far less cash overhead. Accounting for daily costs, ValueMart retains a 5% operating margin. The massive gap has nearly vanished. Generating a massive gross profit on your products is useless if your business bleeds that cash right back out just to maintain its public image. Let's apply this to an entirely different industry. TechLight is a software company boasting an unbelievable market-leading 70% gross margin. Watch what happens to that 70% figure here. To survive against intense industry competition, TechLight requires constant astronomical spending on research and development. When those R&D costs hit, they slam the actual earnings down to almost zero. Now let's simplify this with an analogy. Imagine two lemonade stands. One sells premium lemonade at high margins but spends a lot on fancy cups and advertising. The other sells basic lemonade with lower margins but keeps costs low and sells more volume. The money looks great on paper, but it is immediately devoured by the mandatory aggressive expenses required to keep the company relevant. The math shifts entirely once we look at the variable of time. ValueMart's basic business model uniquely benefits from the mechanics of scale. Brightwear remains locked in a marketing arms race to defend its image, keeping its profit line flat. ValueMart, however, gains supply chain efficiency with every new store opened. These compounding savings allow ValueMart's profits to steadily climb and eventually overtake the stagnant clothing brand. This divergence creates a massive problem for investors checking only gross margin to calculate the PE ratio. Hypnotized by flashy margins, the market willingly pays an expensive 40x multiple for Brightwear. ValueMart, despite superior compounding growth, is priced at a cheap 15x. Investors actively use the gross margin metric to blindly justify paying dangerous valuations for businesses that lack any. You can protect yourself from this trap by learning how to separate artificial margin spikes from authentic operational efficiency. This split screen shows you exactly what to look for. On the left are the red flags, sudden, unexplained spikes in gross margin, while the overall operating profits are actively declining. Companies can create these temporary spikes through short-term tricks, like delaying payments to their suppliers or cutting the quality of their raw materials. It boosts the top line for a quarter or two, but it eventually destroys the brand. The right side shows the green flags. You want to see a stable or slowly improving gross margin, perfectly balanced with strictly controlled operating costs. The goal of a professional investor is to find authentic margin derived from a highly efficient system, rather than simply chasing the highest number. Amateurs often obsess over the top line. Professionals analyze the entire vertical income statement to track the survival of every single dollar. Professional investors go deeper. They look at the full income statement, analyzing how much of that top-line revenue survives the necessary operating expenses, research budgets, and structural costs to finally turn into real earnings. High-quality businesses build the internal machinery required to push massive volume safely through that gauntlet to the bottom. By examining the full financial funnel rather than a single flashy metric, you stop overpaying for hype, and you reliably identify the companies that actually build long-term wealth.